What is up, Rocket Nation? Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another episode and possibly the final episode of God of War Ragnarok, a big day. The culmination of everything that we've worked towards. Ragnarok is about to begin. I'm thinking we might put together another build here right before we leave and essentially do the final quest. I know we have a second here to prepare and do any other secondary quests that we want to do. I don't think we're going to do any of that. I think we're just going to take that Storbjorn armor. That one seems like it's probably going to be the armor that kind of covers everything. Because right now we're in a situation where if we're fighting one enemy, we have the Lundus set. If we're fighting multiple enemies, then we have sort of our healing set. And there's nothing for both. And I feel like maybe that Storbjorn set might be the one that kind of covers both ends of the spectrum. It gives you healing mist. And anytime that you do get hit, it causes an explosion. So that can add to the damage. It has very high defenses to it. I'm thinking that might be the way that we go. We're going to go in heavy. We're going in heavy. Hopefully you guys are having the best Wednesday ever in the history of Wednesdays that have ever Wednesdayed. Last night, I got to play some of the new Destiny, episode Revenant. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's some really cool guns that have released with the Revenant. Some really, really cool guns. A very unique grenade launcher that is a primary grenade launcher. It uses your primary ammo, and you don't have to have special ammo or nothing. And it embeds an ice spike in an enemy, and when it kills them, it like releases a little a vestige, I believe is what it's called. And essentially, it's unlimited heavy and special ammo out of it. Thing's very cool. Very cool. So I was messing around with that. I want to say I played till probably about 5:30 last night. I didn't probably start playing until my internet went out last night. So there was a moment of no internet last night. But I think it came back on around 12:30. So I played from like 12:30 to like 5:30 last night. And I had a good time with it. I don't know. It's the story had some weird things to it. I'm not going to lie. There was a point in which you're on the helm, which is in space, and it gets hit by a Kel ship, one of the Elixni Kel ships. And for some reason, we lost steering because you know how much you steer in space, right? In weightlessness. And that forced us to crash land. And of all the places on Earth for it to crash land, it crash landed right in the last city. I found that to be very fucking weird. Also, when it crashed, it didn't show the crash. It was just like, it just cut to black. And then it was like, hey, there you go. We're in the last city with the helm. Really fucking weird. I think that was weird. But so far the guns and the other stuff around the new Destiny season. We're just going to call it a fucking season. The Remnant season is pretty dope so far. Pretty dope. Story stuff, a little weird, though. I feel like they did not have enough time to work on it. Red Penguins, what up? How are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you on this fine Wednesday afternoon? So, yeah, it's looking like this is probably going to be the finish of the story for us, at least today. It won't be the end of God of War Ragnarok for us at all, because we, of course, are doing 100%. This 100% run, we still got to do the Berserkers, all the Berserkers. I think we only have, 5 of 12 or 6 of 12 so far, so there's that. Ishi, what up? How are you? Good to see you. And then another thing that we need to do is we got to do Valhalla. We got to do the DLC. That DLC, I'm really excited to see what that one is. From what I'm understanding, it's like a roguelike, so that's crazy. I can't imagine this game being a roguelike, but it kind of fits, I guess. I mean, there's so many different pieces of gear and the builds that you can do. And yeah, I can definitely see it being very cool. Very, very cool. But I did fix the mod, though, as well. The one that we were using for our FOV, it wasn't even really for FOV. It was for pulling the camera back away from Kratos. That one, it turns out it was falsely flagged by fucking Microsoft Defender, and it fucking isolated one of the files that needs to be working. So yeah, I figured that out literally like 20 minutes before stream and fixed that. And hopefully it won't happen again. If it does, at least now I know a quick way to fix it. But it's a couple of times now where mods over the past couple of, really over the last month, that I've seen mods getting falsely flagged, which it makes sense. I mean, a lot of, especially when it comes to this, I do believe to change like the camera view and stuff, it might be actually it might be doing it through a memory hack. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure how it works. He obviously means Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If you ever bring that up again, you know what? Banned term. Mirko, can we get banned term Assassin's Creed Valhalla? We only play good games around here. All right. If you would have said Odyssey, me and you would have been best friends. But you had to say Valhalla, one of the worst games ever made. Has anybody ever played a worse game than Valhalla? The most boring video game ever? Hi, we're going to go. You know what? Hi, we here at Assassin's Creed decided our next amazing adventure should take place in a super flat wetlands of England. Awesome. There's rivers. There's lots of them. What else? I don't know. Fucking hate that game, man. I hate it. I beat it 5 times. Gunnisher, I'm sorry that you like the game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm ripping on a game that you like. If you beat it 5 times, you like it. I'm sorry I'm ripping on it. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So fucking boring. Even the combat's boring. You do 6 fucking fights and you've already done every finisher in the entire game, and now you just get to rewatch the same thing over and over again, over and over again. Every kill, everything. You know what? The same could be said for God of War Ragnarok, right? Die Hard Odyssey? Oh, Odyssey you beat 5 times, right? Is that what you're saying, Odyssey? Dude, we're about to become best friends. We're going to jerk each other off. It's going to happen. It's literally going to happen. My hand is going to become your penis. That's how fucking hard we're... Forget it. Listen, I absolutely freaking love Odyssey. I think Odyssey was really badass. I don't think people for Odyssey, yes, thank you. My guy. My guy! I love Odyssey. Tell me how you really feel. I know it, right, Red Penguin? I am so passionate about how bad Valhalla is. I really am. My boss absolutely loves the game, and I got to hear about how every 3 months he's starting it over again and never finished it the first time. So this is on repeat. My entire fucking conversation with my boss is the same conversation on repeat. Well, I restarted Valhalla today. Pretty excited, man. I can't wait to do all this stuff. Plus, I never did this the last time. And it just starts over. And then in 2 weeks, he's going to play something else. And he's going to forget about Valhalla. Because Valhalla is literally a game. You know what? I won't even say this. Okay, Valhalla. A lot of people will say Valhalla has too much content. I don't think that it's Valhalla has too much content. The content's not engaging enough for you not to get fucking bored by the time you get to 130 hours into the game. So you stop playing it. And then when you want to go back and play it and you get an urge, because really, let's get down to it. The draw of Valhalla is the Norse mythology. You know, that is what it is. It's the Viking. The Viking, they had a real opportunity with Valhalla to make that one of the best games ever, and they fucking failed. They failed. So yeah, Mirko says, I loved Odyssey. Malaka. Malaka. I fucking adore Odyssey. And Odyssey had a lot of fucking content too. By the time you beat the DLCs and everything for that was probably what? We had about 120 hour playthrough. I want to say it was about 120 hours. So, maybe even a little bit more. I love Assassin's Creed. I do too. I absolutely adore Assassin's Creed. The last 2 though, Valhalla and Mirage. You know what? I can't say nothing about Mirage because I didn't finish Mirage. But the fact that I didn't finish it should say something. But I was also in a moment where we were in between streaming right then. And it was something that I wanted to play on stream. And anytime where I'm playing a game off stream when I know that I want to be streaming it, I feel bad playing it, and it kind of pulls me out of playing it, if that makes sense. I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of Mirage and actually beating it. That. But, yeah, I got feelings about Valhalla. I got real strong feelings about Valhalla. Because Valhalla could have been really, really good. Really, really, really good. And a lot of people still think it's good. So, I mean, imagine what it could have been. Mirko says, yes, we played College Football 25. Guess that's worse than Valhalla. It's not. That's the thing. You know what it is? It absolutely is. You know what? I'll give Valhalla some credit. At least it has some cool stories. It has some cool side quests. Let's focus. You know what? Here's my new my new way forward. Anytime I start bashing on anything, guys, I want you guys to remind me to talk about the good of it, okay? All right, what's good about Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I love the way that the male character looks. I love his look. He looks super badass. The outfits are pretty dope other than the clipping, but I mean, we won't focus on the bad. Let's focus on the good, all right? There is some cool stories. Some funny stories, like the cat story. I remember the cat story. That one sticks in my mind. I like how they let you choose where you wanted to go in that game. That was pretty dope. That was pretty badass. Like you weren't down a main quest line and then that was it. No, you got to choose. Do I want to go do this area? Do I want to go do that area? Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. The dialogues are good also. Yeah, there is some good voiceovers in the game. I will say that. There is some very good voiceovers. The Ragnarok sons, or I mean Ragnarok, oh my god. Ragnar Lothbrok's sons and Ivor, I love his voiceover, or his voice actor is really good. Also his brother. Yeah, matter of fact, I don't know, is there anybody that was really bad voiceover in that game? I don't think there really was, which means there was good directing for the voice actors as well. Because I don't think people realize just how important directors can be to voice acting. I've heard good voice acting and then seen it directed bad and had not turned out good. The one that I think is probably falls into that category the most is Peter Dinklage as the your ghost in when Destiny 2 first came out, or was it just Destiny 2 first came out? Is it Destiny 1 or Destiny 2? What the fuck? Which one did Peter Dinklage do? That one. I feel like that was poor directing more than his voice, because I liked him better as your ghost than whoever took over, but I see why people didn't like it. Voice acting was on point. Yeah, I will agree. I never tried Odyssey and Valhalla. Oh, definitely try. I think, you know, if you can get them for cheap, I think they're worth a try. Both of them, Ishi. Odyssey you can get real cheap, like the whole entire Odyssey game. That one's really cool. But yeah, Valhalla, that one, you wanted a deep discount because you're probably never going to finish it. I only tried Origins for a few hours and I didn't like the gameplay. I heard the two after that were just more of the same. No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all, Ishi. The three completely different combat. I don't want to say completely different combat systems. Maybe not completely different combat systems, but the change from when you go from Origins, where you're always holding up the shield and it's like rotating around. And I know why you didn't like that one, because it took some getting used to. It took probably about 5 or 6 hours of me playing Origins to get used to that that combat with the shield. And I also wasn't a huge fan of it at first. After maybe 6 or 8 hours of it, I got used to it. And then I was like, okay, you know what? This isn't that bad. I like some parts of it. But overall, I agree with you. I wasn't a big fan of the combat in that one. But when you go into Odyssey, Odyssey is so much more complex than when you first start doing it. There is a video that I was debating on making a video because I believe so strongly in this point. But when I had looked up to see if anybody had made a video, I seen somebody else that made a video and it would have been just better than mine. So I decided not to do it. But there's a guy that goes through and gives a in-depth tutorial on the combat for Odyssey. And if you watch that video, you can I wish I had a link to it or something for the guy, because he did such an awesome job on it. But yeah, he does. He goes through the entire thing, teaches you like all the different combos that are available and everything that you don't know and the game doesn't tell you. And I don't even know that it's necessarily intended. It's just things that you can do with the combat, sort of like free flowing, that are really, really cool. And yeah, it's not in depth or anything like God of War Ragnarok. It's still kind of hack and slashy to an extent, but I like the idea of using the skills and stuff like that. And when it comes to Origins is just swing 3 times, 4 times, and then you do a finisher. And there's only 4 finishers in the entire fucking game. So that's pretty much the combat. That's pretty much the combat for that one. There is some more skills and stuff that come along with it. There's lots of things that you have to go hunt down. One thing I didn't like is the set, how everything is set. And I know this is going to be a very divisive thing for people. Some people like loot being set in a specific space. And then some people like the RNG loot drops. But I don't like how I thought the loot drops in the game were really boring. You go to a place, you clear out this place, you open up a chest, and it was always the same thing. Like I got some kind of crafting material, and the same crafting material that dropped from that's going to drop from the next place that I go to. And it just became boring. Why do I even open up this fucking box? I know what's in it. You know what I mean? There was no adrenaline rush to it for me. But I think Origins was, I think that was still a very good game. The gameplay wasn't the best. I don't think the combat was the best. I think the pinnacle of the three was definitely Odyssey, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. If you guys feel differently, absolutely feel free to voice it. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. But in my opinion, I thought Odyssey was on point. And then I don't know what. I feel like they didn't have enough time, maybe, with Valhalla. I mean, it was what? It was a year after. Was it 2018? It was 2 years. They had only 2 years. I'm sure they were working on it for 2 years before that as well. But I don't know what the deal was with the combat in... It felt like they were on the right track with Valhalla. And then they were like, okay, good enough. And then just stopped. And it was like, what? You're halfway there. You're 10th of the way there. I feel like if they would have created 30 finisher moves... 30, like, let's be more realistic. You create 10 finisher moves for each of the different weapon types that you can have, and bam, you got something that you can work with. Then it becomes so varied that you never see the same thing over and over again. I really enjoyed Valhalla, but it was too easy on normal mode, to be honest. I think boy, how far did we even make it in Valhalla too? I think we only made it in Valhalla to London. London, I do believe, is where we got to, and that's where we ended up quitting. I ran into a lot of bugs in London. But you did enjoy it. Did you beat it, Tall and Thin? There's a better question. Did you ever beat it? Because I don't know that I know anybody that's ever beat it. Are you going to play until Dawn PC version? I don't think so. I don't think so because there's other things that I want to get to. So we're 8 hours in. No, we're not. No. Whole game and all the DLC you did? Okay. Gunnisher, you did beat Valhalla. So there's 2 people I know. There's 2 people I know. My boss has played it 7 times and never beat it. I think he beat the main story. I don't think he's ever beat. He beat one of the DLCs the last time that he played. I'm going to fire the game up right now. Boop, boop. We got a lot to get to today. Music, cut it. A bear. Knock it off. Bear with the music. No, enough. Danka. Danka. All right. Today, we're not going to forget. We're going to definitely full screen the game right away. Maybe he doesn't want to beat it so that he can talk about it more, Rockitsauce. Maybe that's a possibility. You know what? I'll leave that open as a possibility. You may be right there. We talk about games all the time, though. There's got to be more. One big thing that was the stealth felt less important focused in the newer AC games. All about melee, bows, etc. No, absolutely, you're right. That is one thing absolutely is true. I did a lot of stealth. Matter of fact, I had a stealth build for Assassin's Creed Odyssey when we were going through. So if I did want to play stealthy, I would just go stealthy. But it's definitely not a focus. It definitely wasn't a focus. All right, let's hope that the file that was deleted yesterday didn't get deleted again. I created an exemption for it, so hopefully that works. But sometimes Windows Defender gets real pushy. Nope, we see our feet. Let's go. Look at those tootsies. Look at them. That's all right. Everything's good. Life is good. Let's go, boy. Boy. F you, Windows Defender. Eek, what up? How are you? Happy Wednesday. So Midgard is where we're going to travel. So you know what? Let's go to travel to Tyr's Temple in Midgard. You know what? We can go Midgard, but we'll just travel to, where is Sindri's place? That's right here, right? I think that's the one. Let's just travel there. So now Lunda should be here, right? She said that she would be at all the different places now. Last one I played, I think, was the your least favorite AC games, Black Flag. Fucking right.
Beginning of the end.
Black Flag
The
was
end
so
for
good.
Odin. And after that, a new beginning for the rest of us.
Atreus.
I know. I'm just looking forward to seeing all the realms finally standing up to him. Elves and dwarves and hell itself.
You are so certain they will unite.
They have to.
They have to.
After everything they've been through. They have to. Don't they?
Well, we'll just cross our fingers and hope for the best. Ishi says that the last one that
Midgard you want to do?
Hold on.
You know.
Here, let's just pause it because he'll never shut up. Ishi says the last one that I played that I think is one of your least favorite AC games. LOL. Black Flag. I love Black Flag. I absolutely love it. Look, I got the collector's edition. See it right there? Right? You can't see it. It's around the corner. It's right here. That's the AC Odyssey one. What about now? You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it right there. A little bit. This one's such a cool one. This one's so freaking dope. I gotta say, this one's so badass. Got your little rope. It's a real rope. It's made of real rope. It's so good. How dope is that one? You get in there on his face? Yeah. What's up his skirt? What do you think's up there? HJ and BB time. Yeah. So good. I did finish cleaning the studio last night too. So everything's been super cleaned. There ain't a dog hair. There ain't a piece of dust, nothing on it. There ain't even a skin follicle anywhere. I mean, skin, you know, forget it. Sorry. I might be mixing up people then. I see Syndicate on sale a lot, but I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. My boss loved it, but then again, he loved Valhalla, so there's that. Don't know if I can ever trust his taste in video games ever again now. Murgo says, oddly, I've read the Osmian, what? The Osman, when part was covered with a mouse, like the semen. What? The what? What, Murgo? I'm lost on that one. I'm sorry.
We still can.
Freya and the others are still making preparations for the attack, so there's time.
All right, here's our preparation for the attack.
Let me add that axe. I can make some improvements.
We have something for the axe? On the map?
Injury.
Yeah. He ain't in a good place right now. But who is?
I'm sorry, Lunda. I know you and Brock...
Just tell me you're gonna get Odin. Tell me, whatever it takes, you're not letting that bastard walk away from this.
You will not.
Damn right. And if in the process you happen to tear him a bucket load of new holes in places he don't want them, I'll be rightly obliged.
I just realized something. You know who does the voiceover for her, right? It's the same girl that does Ellie from Borderlands. It wasn't until that last line that Ellie came out in her for a minute there. It's the same voice actress. Aw, shit. I did not know that. I had a feeling it just dawned when she said that last line. I was like, oh, and it is her. Leviathan axe upgrade. Let's go. Level 7.
Time to cleave some heads.
Time to clean the head. Hardened remnants. Where the fuck do we get those? The blades of chaos can be upgraded to level 9. Those are maxed out now.
Some angry knives.
Woo, buddy. Stun grab is definitely the one. We have glowing embers. We're gonna hold off on this just for a second to see what else we have. Drop near spear goes up to 8. Holla, 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 holla.
Ought to make Odin's spear look like a toothpick.
It's like his penis. And we already have 9 on the drop near spears one, right? Yeah. Stun grabbing. I don't know how much we're going to be going into stun grabbing. We're kind of going to put together a brand new build here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Go back in. Hey, level 8. We did hit level 8, didn't we? Holla. All right, so chest armor. Here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go with, you know what? There's 2 different ways. I'm going to let you guys pick this. I'm going to let you guys pick this right now. There's 2 different ways that we can go about this. I either am thinking we do the soul set, which is Kratos' melee damage increases based on his rage. Incoming damage that would be lethal is absorbed by your rage. So essentially we have our health bar, our rage bar, and our rage bar acts as a second health bar until that's gone. All right, so there's that. What do the wrist and everything do for that? Chance to grant a rage burst when damage is taken. The luck chance increases the lower Kratos' health, and that goes up to 24. Is that percent? What is it? 24? I don't know what the 24 stands for. It's not a percentage because it doesn't say percentage. The other way that we can go is where is it? Storbjorn's. After significant damage is taken, Kratos' attacks will restore some lost health for a time. Very high defense on this set as well. So there's that. And then the wrist parts, moderate luck chance to stagger and inflict stun damage to nearby enemies when damage is taken. And that's 50. I don't know if that's a percentage. Stun damage inflicted is 50. So put it in chat right now. Which one would you guys rather see? Stjorn? Should just put Steinbjorn or whatever. Put Stein in chat right now. Or Soul, S-O-L. Stein or Soul. And I'm going to let you guys decide on it. And then we're just going to ride. We're just going to go. We'll do it. Kind gentlemen, what up? How are you? Welcome in, my friend. And an ad break hits right now. Son of a... Stein. So we've got 2 votes for Stein right now. Zero clue what's going on, says kind gentleman. We're thinking, we're getting ready to go into the actual battle of Ragnarok right now. And we're deciding on what armor piece we're going to take with us. What is the armor set going to be? And it looks like it's going to be Stein. It's going to be Stein. What's the highest level on this game? Level 9. 9 is the highest level that I know of. I think you can get to, if you do New Game Plus, you can go 9+. Does that make sense? But you can only get that gear or upgrade that gear to that through the New Game Plus. So it looks like it's pretty much unanimous. We're going to go Steinbjorn's. Steinbjorn's it is. So we're going to take the Steinbjorn set up as high. Oh my goodness, look at it. I look like I'm wearing a stone armor. Good Lord. Good Lord. I think some side stuff you have to do after the main game. Yeah, we're not 100%. Like, we're going to be 100% in the game. So once we're done with this, we still have stuff to come back and do as well. All right, so Asgardian ingots. It fits. Steinbjorn, Packard. So this is Smoldering Embers. We can do this. It only costs 2. We're going to do it. 9. 9.
Woohoo! Looking good.
Jesus. All right, and then Steinbjorn gauntlets. Do it.
Now go show it off.
Equip. There's 8. Can we get to 9 on? Oh, we're missing tempered remnant, so we can only get it to 8. That's okay. And then the legs. Steinbjorn. 8. Asgardian ingots. Asgardian ingots. And then can we hit 9 on this? We can. There it is. 9. Let's go. 9. Steinborn. 9. This is getting very German in here right now, isn't it? So the only part we weren't able to upgrade is just the waist. We did not get the weapons all the way leveled up, but that's okay as well. That's completely all right. And you know what? If we're gonna go with the Steinborn, maybe we go. Should we use the shield, wall shield? It would be a complete change up, wouldn't it? You know what? Let's do the Dauntless to 9. I feel like that's the smarter thing to do, right? Rocket switch screens. Shit, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Why was that on that screen to begin with? I didn't press nothing. How was I on that screen? When did it switch? Weird. When did that switch? You maxed out you maxed out defense? I did, but it goes higher, right? Yeah, it still goes up. The bar is full, but it still goes up. A German ghost did it. I never hit the pedal for it too. I don't know what that was all about. That happened yesterday too. You know what? I wonder if my little thing down below me is hitting it on accident. My footrest.